Oh, I'm getting set up to go out, take a ride. It's going to rain here in a little bit. And, oh, yeah, take my helmet off. I forgot to hook up my microphone to my GoPro. That won't work. That won't work at all. Let's see. One of these days I'll learn how to use one of these fancy German helmets. Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to go take a ride before it starts raining. Old Delta's down there in Louisiana heading up this way. It's already hit the southern part of Arkansas. Let's see. Haven't done a video lately, but we're going to do one now. Just going to go ride around a little bit and just talk BS. Oh, first let me apologize for not posting anything in the last couple weeks because of the pandemic. I've been just sitting around the house and watching YouTube videos instead of making them. But you know, when you're retired, you can be lazy. Can a person really YouTube on a budget for minimal retirement funds? I'll tell you what, it's kind of hard to do. I don't think I'll ever get up to that professional class. You know, people that's got several cameras, and I don't know, although this one person I watch a lot, she's been traveling the world. Well, initially on a Royal Enfield Himalayan, now she's on a 500 Honda adventure type bike, I guess. And she gets out there and she makes some really fantastic professional videos, and she does it all on her own. She has no crew following her around, and she takes, you know, it's been to some amazing places, starting out in Asia, India, and then traveling back towards Europe, Himalayan. And then she was down in South America, and trying to go from one end of South America. I think her goal was to go all the way to Alaska, but then this COVID-19 crap happened and she got stuck down in South America. She had to put her motorcycle in storage and go back to her home country in Holland. And she makes some very amazing videos, her travels, but she does it all on her own with a couple of GoPros, and she's got one of those drones and gets some fantastic pictures. And been watching her more to figure out about her technique of photography and stuff, and it's pretty neat. And her editing of her videos. Because while she's out on the road, all she's got is her cameras and her laptop and the motorcycle and her equipment packed on the motorcycle, and it's one amazing young lady, I'll tell you that. I tried to do a video when I had my first GoPro, you know, doing a tour of Little Rock, showing people some of the historic sites and everything, but the video's totally messed up, and that's the GoPro I had to return, and so I didn't get any good video out of that. So it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Right now I'm in the part of the city, it's called Hill Crest. Hill Crest, the housing here is outrageous. It's got a bunch of cottages size homes, old craftsman style homes, and the real estate prices here are outrageous, and I don't know, I think it's artificially kept high to try to keep poor folk like me out of it. But it's a pretty part of the city. A lot of nice little shops and such. What's that? Oh, Yamaha. And the bicycle. Oh, the bicycle shop went out of business. Used to be a bicycle shop there. There's the Oyster Bar across that way. Used to have pictures of Johnny Cash on there. And a piece of the action. Used to be oh, the tattoo shop moved. Yeah. Oh well. What was the name of that movie? It was filmed here back in the early 90s. Stone Cold. Yeah, that was the backdrop of some of the scenes. I remember when I brought my wife down here to Arkansas to attend the Lions World Services the Blind School. Now, by the way, if I've never told you, my wife is visually impaired, and we saw a part of the filming of Stone Cold. There's a statue over there. If you can see it, it's about the Central High School students. And people out here working. There's one of the monuments to the Confederate soldiers. There were some people who were going to come here and tear these down. And a bunch of people got word of it and was waiting for them. It's a beautiful, beautiful building. But they have two Confederate monuments here. One to the Confederate soldiers and one to the Confederate mothers. And it's part of the Arkansas history. I don't know why people want to tear down history. Right there's the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. And I'm going to take a ride through the Capitol grounds here if I can. And yeah, quite a few different memorials, monuments for different reasons. And there's the Arkansas Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. I don't know if it's picking up in the video. There's a memorial to veterans. Eternal Flame. And here we're behind the Capitol. Awesome, awesome. And we have here, that's a big thing of bauxite, stuff they make aluminum out of. And the Firefighters Memorial. There's a Fireman's Memorial again. And over there is the Ten Commandments monument that people try. Well, one guy did. He ran his truck into it. But people of Arkansas put it back up. And I got a lot of different memorials, monuments here. Yep, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. I got a video a ceremony that was done there earlier this year. Yeah, he did a great view. State Capitol. Anyways, I was talking about Stone Cold. They were filming that part of it here, and they used Arkansas Capitol as supposedly being the capital of the United States, I think. I'd have to look at the movie again. It's one of the worst movies about motorcycling you ever saw. But anyways, there was a guy named Boz starred in it. When I first moved down here, I met a lot of bikers that were extras in that movie, and a lot of them regret that they participated in it because it put motorcyclists and bikers in such a bad light. Getting a little bit of fall color here. We don't get the real brilliant fall colors like you do up north. And we're on Capitol. There's the federal building, which was supposed to have been the rich. Whoa, shh. I ran a red light. I hope that wasn't a cop behind me. I mean, I ran the stop sign. Geez, I did it again. I called something one thing and it was another. Anyway, it's a new court building, but that federal building there, oh, that butthole Timothy McVeigh, that was one of the targets he looked at when he decided to bomb the federal building there in Oklahoma. And I remember when it happened. It really freaked me out, especially when they're talking about children getting killed in the daycare centers. At this time, I had to start going back to work. Had my oldest son in daycare, and that's all I could think about that day. Is what if my son was in a daycare daycare center that idiot decide to bomb. It really broke my heart. It hit me in many different ways. Someone to attack our country like that. And I remember when we first came down here, me and my wife came down on this street, they had it blocked off, and no Bill Clinton came and talked. Right there. There's St. Andrew's Cathedral for the Catholic Church. There's a Masonic Temple, Albert Pike Memorial Temple. Need to pull over and check my battery, see how it's doing. That's the Albert Pike Hotel across the street from the Masonic Temple. And one of the best known leaders of the American Masonic movement was Albert Pike. And yes, he was from Arkansas. For those interested in things like that. It's a long light here. To find a place to pull over, check my camera. Oh, it's still recording. Yeah, there's the Korean War Memorial. Stopped here to check on my battery. The camera cut off here a few minutes ago. Yep. Yeah, it's down to 18%. Guess I gotta should change it. Now I'll continue on in my journey around. Yeah, I hope I got it on the right mode. Put a new battery in it. I'm gonna continue my ride. Something hung up on the old red there. sign at the fall. There it goes. Let's get started back up, head down the road. Yeah, I love this motorcycle. I want to get me a sidecar rig, but if I do, I'll still keep old Red. I got a sidecar, just don't have a motorcycle to put on it, or the money to put it onto this one. I actually need one that has a bigger gas tank. And there's the museum, that's the birthplace of what's that guy's name? MacArthur. Yeah, this whole park's named after him. General Douglas MacArthur. I'm gonna take a ride over to the double wide. Haven't been out and about in town anyways. Usually when I go out riding, I just head out of the city, hit the back roads, and there's the double wide to the right. Right there, the old Choctaw route train depot. I think it was part of the Cotton Bell system. It's now the University of Arkansas Clinton School of Public Service. And beautiful building. Over there is a double wide. Yeah. Here's the William J. Clinton Presidential Library. We do have the honor of having a presidential library in Arkansas. A lot of times they have some really good displays in there. It's a place to tour if you ever come to Little Rock. And there's an old train bridge. They made a walkway over into North Little Rock, better known as Dogtown. And Arkansas River Trail, sidewalk closed. And as we go under Interstate 30, coming to what's we're in the downtown area, the River Market. Used to be a lot of old warehouses and stuff down here. And about, I don't know, I guess more than 20 years ago, the city threw a lot of money into this place down here. Renovation, the city to entice people to come in here, and got the Children's Museum here, Science Discovery, which used to be over there at MacArthur Park, and we have the Farmers Market, and oh, can I drive down there? Yeah, sure can. David's Burgers. A lot of restaurants down here. They've been really suffering under all this COVID-19 restrictions and stuff, though. And this is the River Market. You were there, First Lady. You get to go. But this is supposed to be the hopping place at night. Of course, I don't do the night stuff, so. And we got some airmen from Air Guard, I think. Main Street Bridge going over the Arkansas River, and I don't know if you can see it down there. There's USS Razorback. We got our own Navy here in Arkansas. We even got a submarine. How about that? Here, we're in North Little Rock, once known as Argenta, but they changed the name to North Little Rock, which really doesn't make sense. Because Argenta is a lot better name. And there's old Greyhound bus station. I don't know, is the Greyhound buses running nowadays? That's a memorial to Navy veterans of World War II. Well, it might be for all of World War II veterans. I'd have to go back and read it again. That used to be over in MacArthur Park at one time. And moved it over here when we acquired submarine veterans of World War II. We actually lost quite a bit of them. They have tours of the submarine here, which is pretty cool. When I was a Boy Scout, Cub Scout leader, we brought our Cub Scouts down here, toured it when it first opened. And like I said, I'm not going to get off the bike and go around, but here's a USS Razorback. And that tub there, it was there when we signed the peace treaty with Japan. And we acquired it somehow, the U.S. Navy YT-146. And the Razorback, the submarine, for a while it was doing duty. It's called the Haga. That's the reason got it. Go Hogs. Arkansas Razorbacks, the Hogs. But it's a pretty neat little tour of this place. Maybe one of these days I'll come back down here and do the tour thing with the GoPro. Who knows? But the submarine did duty with the Turkish Navy. Yeah, you hear that, Mesa? Yeah, my Turkish friend over in Germany. Yeah, that and they were going to scrap it. It originally was a USS Razorback, was a World War II submarine, and a bunch of veterans got together and raised the money and brought that bad boy here. And oh no, I think it went the wrong way. No, they don't have this marked. Like I said, I'm old. I get names mixed up, get my directions mixed up, but I survived this long. That's amazing. You know that? I'm still alive. Isn't that amazing? That's what a lot of my friends and family think. How in the world did that guy ever grow up? Grow up to be an old man, outlived all his crazy buddies. But I have. A lot of them died shortly after I went into the Army. From car accidents, drug overdoses. And it is amazing to be alive. Celebrate life. And if you're younger and wasting your life, partying all the time, there's two kinds of partying. There's one where you just get messed up all the time, get wasted, just go out and get wasted night after night, weekend after weekend. That's not living life. I'm not saying that you have to be a Puritan, but enjoy life. Don't try to drown it. And there's a lot of good things out here about life and living. Don't waste it. This is the Argenta area. got a lot of restaurants and art places, and I was wondering, Argenta Market area or Argenta, I don't know, artist area. All these cute little names everybody tries to put on everything, you know. And if you haven't guessed yet, I'm just musing, just rambling. And if you're still watching the video by this time, well, God bless you. But I'm giving you a tour of the town I live in. Oh, it's the Argenta Arts District. Let's see. A lot of coffee shops down here. There's Muggs Cafe out here. They got good coffee. People hanging around. Celebrating Halloween there. The Joint Comedy Theater, they're closing it because they haven't been able to open it because of the pandemic. There's City Hall. Back in the 90s, I used to clean that place when I was doing janitorial work part-time. Yeah, my sons were young. I was working 2 or 3 jobs at first there. I remember my oldest son came along. All I owned was a motorcycle. By the time my youngest son came along, I owned 3 motorcycles. Didn't have a car. I ended up selling all 3 of those motorcycles and buying a car and going without a motorcycle for a couple of years. But it's sometimes you got to sacrifice for your family. Family should always come first. You can try to play the badass biker and, you know, put all your money into your motorcycle and ignore your family, but that's not really being a man. You got to take care of your family no matter what you know. That's the number one thing. Once you start a family, you got to take care of them. If you do the right thing, the other things will come back. And you know, sometimes, you know, I got rid of my motorcycles, and then it was no more than 2 years later I got another one. Yeah, things turned around where I could take care of my family and own a motorcycle. And going a couple years, it's hard to go without a motorcycle a couple years, but you're going to be judged by your priorities in life. And here we are, we're back on Markham, where President Clinton Avenue stopped at the last light over there to the left before I got onto the bridge, and then it turns into Markham Street. And there's a restaurant called At the Corner, and it looks like they're serving food outside, outdoor dining experience. I gotta open that mask back up, it's hot. There's Hertz Donut. Remember that joke as a kid? Yeah, someone, if they wanted a Hertz Donut, and they say, yeah, then you punch them in the arm. Yeah, someone opened up a Hertz Donut here in Little Rock. There's the Capitol Hotel, famous. There's the Marriott. And down a little ways is the DoubleTree. Let's see. There's Arkansas's first state house, Capitol Building. And there's the DoubleTree. It's famous for something, but I can't remember what. Maybe one of you know. If you remember, comment below. Anyways, there's our courthouse. And there's the Robinson Center. Saw John Prine there and others in concert. Peter Frampton, saw him there in concert. Anyways, we're still taking the tour of Little Rock. There's Little Rock Police Department, and there's a lot of old buildings here that are empty. It should be. And at one time, this area around here used to be a residential area, parts of it. And in fact, I'm going to drive down if I can. I want to go down this way first to the train station. There's Doe's place. Wow. Just notice a lot of the stuff I was recording didn't get recorded. We'll see what happens when I get home. Anyways, we're gonna head on home. Head out to the West End. Well, we're going to head on down the interstate, head out to the West End. To be truthful, I don't know what all I got on the video. It looks like things didn't go quite the way I wanted them to again. But I got to get out and ride before it rains. Well, just the same, if you like this video, of course, hit like. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you would, please share this video and invite your friends to my channel. This is the hippie biker Jesus freak, roaming the streets of Arkansas, heading home. Everybody out there have a blessed day. Bye-bye. GoPro, stop. Yeah, I wish I had that on a bike.